Hello. Okay. Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. How you doing? I hope you're doing so good. Yes. Thank you for joining in today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for joining us this day. Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much. Okay. So you're welcome to today's program. You're welcome to our life coaching program going on today again. These are day two of our fresh start, and we're so excited to be with you again today. So, how have you been with all that we did yesterday? Yesterday, we talked about the introduction to forgiveness and why you should forgive, right? So, were you able to go through the practice that we did? The meditation, yes, were you able to do all that yesterday? And did you try your best to practice it in such a way that you could um, do it by yourself? Okay, were you did you follow the guidelines that we did? Okay, so if you know you did that, can you give us like your sparkling fingers? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are so happy to have you today for this particular program. I want to say thank you for joining us once again. Okay, so today is going to be another exciting day here, and we are looking at a very beautiful topic today, which is the transformative part of practicing your self forgiveness and letting go of resentment. So today is more like going to be more of practicals, trying to help you get more practical with everything. So if you know you're ready for us right now, can you give us like sparking fingers again? Okay, so let's go. Good. So today we'll be looking at self forgiveness and what it's all about and letting go, why you should let go. So we'll be looking at all these today. So, what is self forgiveness? What is self forgiveness? Have you looked at it critically? Because we talked about it yesterday. We said you can go back home and look at what self forgiveness was. Okay, so did you check it out? What self forgiveness is? Self forgiveness is the act of consciously releasing yourself from the feelings of guilt, from the feelings of remorse of the past, whatever past actions you've had, whatever past decisions you've taken. So, trying to release yourself from it and having positivity in your actions right now is what we mean by self forgiveness. So, it also involves like acknowledging your mistakes, showing compassion, like following the 4 hours that we talked about yesterday, right? So, following them through the journey is what self forgiveness is all about. So, now acknowledging that, okay, yes, I wouldn't have done it the way I did. So, now that I have, I think I can start making amends, right? So if I have to make some amendments to my life and some adjustments to my life, it means that I've started to recognize the things that need to be done. Right? So I'm beginning to forgive myself. And, like we said, a lot of guilt um, and all this stuff, grief and all this stuff, yes, can lead you to do a lot of things that you ordinarily didn't want to do. It can take you into substance abuse. It can take you into prostitution. It can take you into doing a lot of stuff. It can make you have some withdrawal syndromes. It can make you begin to hate people. It can make you want to kill yourself, you know. But one thing that is sure is that when we begin to forgive ourselves, what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen? You begin to forgive, have consciousness of the things around you. Okay, so we've talked about self forgiveness. So what about letting go of resentment? I'm so sorry, I had some cold. So letting go of resentment, what does it mean to you? It means let go. Like in our tribe, we believe that you trash it. So you put it inside the trash. You pick all those stuff, whatever it is that is wrong with you, don't bother. You just take it, bundle it up, and dump it in the trash. You trash it because it's not worth it, right? So resentment, letting go of resentment is releasing or letting go of your feelings of anger, your feelings of bitterness, your indignation towards others, every and other things that you feel you did wrong when in the past, you know. So letting go of them and beginning to feel like I need to start afresh. I need to have a fresh start. Okay, so if you need to have a fresh start, and you begin to have that feeling that you need to drop all those things because you cannot have a fresh start with resentment. You cannot have a fresh start with all the feelings that you have around you. So now you cannot have a fresh start with it. So you need to drop all those stuff, those dirty stuff, bitterness, anger, everything. You drop it and you begin to see life differently. You begin to have pursue your goals, you begin to pursue your purpose on earth. So that is what we are talking about when we say letting go. Okay, so it involves accepting the reality of the present situation and finding empathy and trying to now want to um, have feel free yourself from all forms of emotional weight, all forms of emotional stress. Now, what about having self-compassion? Because we're still on definitions. What does that mean to you? So having self-compassion, what does that mean? It means that you are able to relate with yourself. You are able to now forgive yourself. You are able to now accept yourself. You are able to now love yourself. You're able to now love the situations, everything that has happened. Okay, it's different from self-esteem, it's different from self-love, though they all look alike, but they are different. In self-compassion now is all about acceptance, all about accepting the things, accepting the situation. Okay, what do we mean when we talk about self-kindness? It means showing kindness, showing love, showing to yourself. Okay? Not judging yourself anymore, not judging the situation anymore, not judging people anymore or how their decisions affected your life. No, not judging all that. Not being harsh to yourself, being patient in this struggle, right? So that is what we mean when we are looking at all these things. So now we talked about the definitions. So what do we need to do? What can you do to help yourself? What can you do to help yourself? So it is very imperative that for us to know that today's section is dedicated to exploring the profound impact of what our actions may have in our lives. The profound impact of holding onto resentment and empowering process that of letting go, of the empowering process of saying, okay, I'm not going to remain in this state. I want to let go of all the situations and everything that has happened, and I want to have a fresh start. This whole program is a 6 week program, and we have it here every day, right here on this channel, on how we can begin anew, how we can have a fresh start, how we can begin to move it, how we can have a schedule, how we can begin to work with our schedule, how we can begin to, if we want to focus on our career, then how do we focus on your career? How do you get things done properly? You want to get into a new business? Yes. You want to concentrate more on your existing business because you're not making profit? We're going to talk about all that, how you can use all these situations, your story, to begin to make money, begin to make an impact, because living life is all about making an impact, giving back to the society, making an impact in the world. I remember then when my husband was alive, he used to always say, even if I don't live for so long, I just want to live a purposeful life, a life that is impactful, that when I am long gone, I want people to remember me for the things that I did. And really, people remember him for the things he did. He did a lot, right? So, and we still live and benefit, and we benefit from those um, good things, the good deeds that he did in the past. So, whatever we're doing right here on earth, we are not doing it for any man, we're doing it for ourselves. Even when we leave this world, generations yet unborn will begin to talk about it. Okay, so that's why you need to let go of situations, you need to let go of things that are not worth it, because like we said yesterday, unforgiveness can kill you, unforgiveness can make you sick, unforgiveness can make you um have, can bring detrimental hazards to your own life and to the society. Unforgiveness can make you commit all sort of stuff that originally, when you are in your right senses, you wouldn't want to do. So why this class? Why are we looking at letting go? Why are we looking at self-forgiveness today? We're looking at it because we know that it has some psychological if and emotional effect in our lives. It has a way of making us not to move forward. It has a way of making us stuck. And today we are going to bring up strategies that will help us forgive ourselves first and release the feelings of guilt that we have right there in our hearts. So we're going to begin now with examining the detrimental effect of holding onto our resentment. We're going to look at what it's going to do to you. And we talked a lot about it yesterday. We talked about it because it's going to, one, damage your mental health. It's going to damage your emotional well-being. It's going to damage your relationship with people. It's going to damage your relationship with yourself. It's going to hinder your personal growth and development. It's going to hinder your personal relationship. It's going to hinder a lot of stuff. You may feel you're growing, but I tell you, you are not growing, you're not going anywhere, because you refuse to forgive. And like I say all the time, when you fail to forgive somebody, what happens? The other person may not even know that you are holding grudges, right? The other person may just be living his life and going on with his life. But you hold on to those grudges, and it limits you, it brings you down. When you see that person or you see that situation, you see something related to that situation, what happens? You have like a heart attack. You have something hit your heart so hard that you like boom, and you like, oh my god, you feel like fainting, you feel like strangulating, you feel like burying yourself in somewhere. Oh my god, I don't know what feelings you have, but I know I'm relating with someone, and you understand perfectly what I'm saying. I've been in those shoes. So when I'm talking about it, I'm saying it from my own personal point of view. And this is my work. This is what I do. So I also work with a lot of people who have been involved in all these things, and they not let go. They let resentment, they let guilt, they let grief hold them down, and they get into a whole lot of stuff that it is so difficult for you to entangle them from those stuff. So that's why we into this now, because we know that you need a fresh start. You need to be able to say, yes, I've been through all this. I've gone so bad. I've gone so bad into all these things. Now it is time to say no. Okay. So we're going to be faster than yesterday today. So basically, today we'll be diving into lots of practical techniques that for letting go, because today is more about the practical one, and fostering for self forgiveness. Okay, so what are those things we're going to be doing? So we'll be looking at it through guided visualization exercises, to your letter writing that you're going to do today, to discussions with yourself, your family, your friends. Okay, and even putting it up in the group chat, and also who explore the effects and the strategies of releasing the pent up emotions, and also cultivating empathy towards ourselves and towards others, and embracing a fresh start free from all the shackles of resentment. How many of us are so excited today? So it is more practical than talking today. So I'm not going to do much of talking, but I'm just going to give you the guidelines on what you're going to do. And since that's what we're going to be doing today, I will just be guiding us through. And when we finish, I will also encourage you to go back to your houses, put down this stuff, put it, get your pen, whatever we've discussed, do it throughout today. Get it done again and again. If you know someone who is passing through this stuff, unforgiveness, who is passing through self guilt, who is passing through resentment and anxiety, or what all sorts, because this is what it can cause. It can give you anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, all sorts of stuff can be associated with all this, and it can retard your personal growth. It can retard everything that you really want to go into and get started. So now, what do we do? How do you go about it? So throughout this session, which is the practical session, we're going to equip you with all these tools that you need for your self-forgiveness and letting go of your guilt. So get your pen and your papers ready, because we're going to be writing letters. Get everything, get seated, be in a comfortable place right now, and let us get started. Okay, so now I want you to grab your pens, grab your paper, get comfortable again. Sit up. Are you comfortable right now? Okay, let's embark on this empowering journey together. Right? Good. So remember, is your fresh start, and your fresh start begins right now. It begins right here. And this is the beginning of your fresh start. So, where are we right now? So if you are enjoying today's session and you finding value in what we're discussing today, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to give us all the thumbs up. Don't forget to share with your friends and your family that need to be right up with us. Don't forget to share our Facebook pages, to your friends um and your loved ones. Don't forget to follow us every day, because we do this every day for 6 weeks right here. Okay? So get your family and friends together. Your support is what we need. Your support means the whole world to us, and it will help us to reach out to more people who will benefit from this transformative content. So, without further ado, we want to move into our first activity for the day. So, the first activity for today is going to be our guided visualization exercise. We did something very similar to it yesterday, and we're going to do it again, because there is nothing you can do, especially when we're talking about mental health, without mindfulness. There's nothing. You just need to be able to do it. You just need to be able to meditate more and do more for yourself. Okay? So if you know you're comfortable wherever you are right now, I'm not going to take so much of your time, like 1 minute. We're going to do this exercise quickly. Let us see how far we can go. So close your eyes. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Okay. Imagine yourself in a space of pure tranquility. Just imagine yourself in a space of pure tranquility right now. Imagine yourself, visualize letting go of any self judgment. Visualize letting go of any resentment. Visualize letting go of every guilt. Visualize letting go of everything that's holding you down. Visualize letting go of everything that is not making you achieve your purpose and your dreams. Visualize letting go of everything that has tied you to a sport. Visualize letting go of everything that has made you stuck. Yes, just visualize it quickly. Okay, keep visualizing. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. Just keep moving, taking them out. Take them out. Visualize it. What is that thing? Everybody's is different. Is it abuse? Is it losses? What is that thing that has held you bound? What is it? Is it betrayals? What is it? What is it? You know what it is. To visualize, let it go. Free yourself from it. Begin to free yourself from it. Begin to free, allow yourself to feel a sense of peace and acceptance. Yes, just allow it to go. Allow it to go. Allow it to go. Quietly. Allow it to go out of your mind. Good. Allow it to go. Allow it to go. Allow yourself to feel a sense of peace and acceptance right now. Watch over you as you embrace this new practice of self forgiveness. It is not something that you just do once, you keep doing it every day, every time, every minute. Anytime you have consciousness of yourself, just do it and free yourself. Free. Because some of us have piles of it. So just keep doing it. Is this sickness? Maybe you have cancer. What is that sickness? What's that thing that is holding you bound and is making you have self guilt? Yes, making you have self resentment, unforgiveness. Yeah, take it out. Is it your parents, your siblings, your boyfriend, your husband, your children, situations around you, your church, your worship centers, your mosque? What is it? Nothing is worth your peace, I tell you. Let it go, let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Oh, can you take a deep breath for me? Count 1 to 10. Can you release it slowly? Whew. So, how do you feel? Good. Now, you're going to take a moment, reflect on this experience, jot it down in your book. I told you yesterday you need to have a jotter, you need to have a book. So, jot it down, jot out any thoughts or emotions that came up for you during this exercise. So, write it down, write it down, write it in your phones, write it in your book, write it somewhere. Write it. Hmm. How was your experience? I feel great, right now. So, how do you feel? Write it in your book. What were those thoughts that came in when you were letting go of those stuff? What were those thoughts that came in when you were saying, yes, I want to let go of all these things around me? Write it down. Good. So, the next thing we're going to be doing is letter writing. So, you're going to write a letter. Okay? I hope you have your pen, your paper, or your notepads. Most phones, tablets, laptops have phone pads. So whatever you're using to watch me and listen to what we're saying right now, have notepads. So you can write a letter. You cannot underestimate the efficacy of writing letters to yourself. Practice it. When you feel bad about the situation, write a letter to yourself. Okay? Write it to yourself. Tell yourself how you feel. Describe the situation. Describe your anger. Describe everything. Okay? So now we're going into this next powerful exercise of self expression. Okay? So you're going to take a moment, like 1 minute or two, to write a letter to yourself, expressing forgiveness for any past actions or mistakes, okay? For anything that you have failed to forgive yourself for anything that you feel needs that forgiveness. You want to forgive yourself of certain situations. Okay, what is that situation that led you to smoking, to drinking, to drugs, to womanizing? What is that situation that led you to withdrawals? What is that situation that led you to anxiety, to depression, to stress? What is that situation that when you remember it, you don't want to ever forgive yourself? What is that thing you have done in the past? Maybe when you were so young and you did it. Yes, you did it. You did it. I'm talking to you. You did it. You did it. And you know that you did it and it led to all those things that you're still suffering from today. What is that thing you did? You, I'm talking to you, watching me right now. What did you do? Write it down. Forgive yourself for it. It's not worth it to be holding on to those grudges. It's not. Forgive yourself. Write it. Write that letter to yourself. Write it. A very powerful self expression letter is a very powerful exercise that can help you express your feelings, express yourself. And the only way you can let go is when you are able to express yourself. So write it down. Remember to be kind to yourself. Remember to be compassionate to yourself as you write it. Remember to use beautiful words. Okay. You can start with very harsh words, right? But I tell you, you can, along the line, begin to write it. Yes, thank you so much. I can say what you've written. Thanks for sending that to me. I'm going to, yes, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. Okay, excuse me. Excuse me, I got some cold. Yeah. Okay. Now that you've written a letter to yourself, what next? Pour out your burdens, pour out your heart, acknowledging and releasing any self imposed burden. Pour it out. Talk about it. Write it. Share. Cry. If you need to cry, cry about it. Write it out. Free yourself from the guilt. It's very important. Cry if you need to cry. Express yourself in the best way you can. Write it out and tell yourself at the end of it all, I'm letting go. Because the whole essence of all these is to let go. Okay? This is your opportunity to cultivate a deeper sense of self forgiveness and understanding. I'm telling you, this is your opportunity. You may not have this opportunity again to ever do it. You may never have this opportunity to do it again. So, this is your opportunity to do it. Pour it out. I tell you, I'm sure since it happened, you've never shared it with anybody. Yes, I'm talking to you. You need to see what I just read now. This is her first time. I don't want to, she doesn't want me to share what she wrote, right? But it's her first time of ever pouring it out. It's her first time of telling herself the truth. It's her first time of sharing, of actually looking deeply into it. Thank you so much for making me feel like making this is really impacting in the life of somebody, and at least people are sending in notes every day, and I can see that this is what we need. It's helping someone's life. You can send me DMs, okay? You can also send anonymous notes, messages. If you want to send it directly, you can send it. If you don't mind with your name, that's not a problem. You can send DMs to my page. You can send DM to my messenger. You can send DMs to me. Okay, you can just respond to this. Write it in the chat. Let us know how you feel. How is this impacting you presently? How has it impacted your life? What did you gain from all these exercises? Okay, so now don't forget, we are all in this journey together. We are all in this journey. Sharing our experiences can really incredibly heal us. It can empower us. It can bring true healing that we've never felt, we've never had before. So, as we continue with all this exploration, we're going to be looking at explorations on resentment again, right? So, we're going to take a moment of reflection on the nature of resentment that you have and how it has impacted your life. So you're going to take a moment to reflect on it. You're going to take a moment to write it down. Send us a chat. Write it in the chat. Send us DMs. Okay, I will reach out to you personally when you do that and give you a plan, a personal plan, how it can help you. Okay, send us a chat. Send us a. Let us know how we can help you. It's free. You're not paying. This free training, free everything is free. I can be just a way to give back to the society for my birthday. That's what I'm doing. You're not paying for it. Just do what you can. The world needs to be a better place. So consider how holding on to your resentments have affected your mental and emotional well-being. Write it out. How has it affected me? My emotional well-being, my mental health. How has it affected me? See, your mental health is important, is key, is the only way you can make it in life, is the only way you can live. Okay? So, what insights have you gained from all these reflections? What insight have you gained from all we've been saying? Put it down in your notes. Get a note. We said you must always have a note, whether a notepad or whatever, but you must always take down notes, okay? Good. So, the next one we're going to write, because today is all about letter writing. We've written a letter to ourselves. We've reflected on all how our resentments have impacted our lives. So the next thing we're going to write now is a forgiveness letter. Who offended you? What situation offended you? Yes, I'm not happy because my father died. Okay, write a forgiveness letter. I'm not happy with my boss, the way he treated me in the office, the way he treats me every day. Is affecting my mental health. Write it down. I'm not happy with the economy. I'm not happy with the government. I'm not happy. What are you not happy about? That you is affecting your mental health. Put it down. What are you grieving? Let us know. Write it. Write a forgiveness letter. Write a forgiveness letter. Right now, this is the time that this letter is directed towards someone or something that you holds resentment towards. Write it down. Take hold of this opportunity. Release every negative energy. Release every negative energy that you have. Take hold of this opportunity. Release them now. Cultivate forgiveness and compassion towards others. Release it. You don't need to keep it. You don't need to have it all over. You don't need to put it in there. You don't need to chuck it out in your heart. Release them right now. The world needs to be a better place. Yes, someone just sent a message say I don't understand. Yes, we're saying write a forgiveness letter. A forgiveness letter for the
If you were
things
Dr. Lam,
that has affected
if you
you negatively. A forgiveness letter. Please write a forgiveness letter of the things you are holding on to. Who offended you? Okay, my husband passed and that whole action, I'm being offended that it happened. Forgive, write a forgiveness letter. Are you holding resentment to your late husband, to your late father, to your late boss, to your late job where you were sacked, from you to your divorced husband, to your separated husband, to your mom that never took good care of you, to your stepfather, to your stepmother? What is that thing you have held for so long in your heart? To the poverty your family faced while you were growing up, and it has influenced your living and your condition. Yes, it is time to forgive. It is time to write that letter. Write the forgiveness letter. Okay, now I forgive you, poverty, for the role you have played in my life. Write it. I forgive you, my late husband, for leaving me and my kids behind and putting me in this state of disequilibrium. Write it. I forgive you, my mom, for abandoning us while we were still young, for not taking good care of us, doing four jobs at a time and not having time to take care of me and my siblings. And now I had to get into drugs. I had to get into substance abuse. I had to go into prostitution. I'm talking to you. Write it. What is that letter, that thing that has brought resentment and it has held you bound all your life? Put it down. Write that letter right now. I tell you, when you write it, you will be free. Okay, I want to report the whole situation to somebody, and it's a forgiveness letter. This is what I've been through, the story of my life. Yes, this is how you have impacted my life negatively. Or you, this pastor, you, this choir leader, you that never allowed me to bring out my potentials, and you have kept me on a spot. Write that letter. Write the letter. You don't need to give it to the person, but when you write it, it's going to help you with your self-expression, going to help you express the guilt, going to help you express the resentment that you have, and it's going to help you now to be remorseful, and it's going to help you move and have a fresh start, right? So, okay, good. Someone just said maybe said, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Okay. So I know a lot of us are done, right? Okay. So if you're done with yours, next thing I want you to do is to have a discussion with somebody. Okay. You can discuss with me. You can discuss in the chat. You can write it in the chat. You can write it there. You can send a DM to me. You can send a message to the chat. You can send to a message if you go to www.echoesoflife.org. You can send us a message, or you can email us at admin@echoesoflife.org. admin@echoesoflife.org. So you can send these messages. You can have a discussion with us. Tell us how you feel today. Tell us what strategies you've discovered for overcoming the barriers to forgiveness and letting go of resentment. So let us know what strategies you've been able to put up on your own, apart from the regular coping skills of mindfulness, letter writings, and all this stuff we've done and sharing. So let us know what strategies you've discovered for overcoming barriers to forgiveness and letting go of resentment. Okay, so feel free to share your thoughts. Feel free to share your reflections with the group. We have a WhatsApp group. If you're interested, just DM us. We can send you a link to the WhatsApp group. We have our page right now. We have other pages. So do all these, right? And share, talk to somebody. You can talk to somebody you trust. You can talk to me as your life coach, your skills specialist, your psychosocial rehabilitation specialist. You can talk to me. I will be able to help you through your rehabilitation process. I will be able to help you to develop skills that can help you work. And for those participating in these particular sessions for these 6 weeks, it is free. If once you state that it is fresh start and it's within the 6 weeks, services are free. So why don't you hold on to it and grab onto this opportunity to break free from resentment, break free from unforgiveness, break free from everything that has held you bound from achieving your goals. Okay. So, how do you feel today? How do you feel right now? I just want to thank you for joining us in today's session. I want to thank you because you have been so awesome. We wouldn't have been able to do what we're doing without you. We wouldn't have been able to do what we're doing without you. Your contributions have kept us all these years, and your contributions have kept us in this season. And this is a fresh start series, and it is for you. Look it up. Join us every day at 2 p.m. right on this channel. And as we unfold every day different things that can help you have a fresh start. And tomorrow we'll be navigating through grief and talking about how grief can keep you in a state of disequilibrium, how grief can keep you in one spot, and why you must let go of grief and move on with your life and be a better person, and let that situation that caused you grief propel you to that stage of your life that is going to make an impact to the world. Like I always say, great people, the richest people, the greatest people the- in the world, those that have been able to achieve the best in their lives, all if you go through their stories, you realize that at some point in their life, they had very strong, challenging stories that propelled them to the greatness that we celebrate today. So I'm looking forward to the day in these 6 weeks of our program and beyond, where we'll be able to celebrate you because you are important. You are the reason why you're here. You are the reason why you must be great. Thank you. So don't forget to share with your friends. Don't forget to give us all the thumbs up. Don't forget to give us all the stars. Okay. Don't forget to support us because your support helps us to reach out to as many people as possible that we need to reach out to in this transformative content. So, till we meet again tomorrow at 2 p.m., stay blessed, take good care of yourself, keep striving, and always look out, seek the reach out for your personal and professional best, and make sure you attain the best that you can in your life. Okay. So I see you tomorrow, but don't forget to do your homework. Don't for which is to the homework, which is to look at the strategies that you have discovered for overcoming the barriers to forgiveness and letting go of resentment. So that is your homework. So, what are the strategies you have discovered for overcoming barriers to forgiveness and letting go of resentment? So, till I see you tomorrow, stay blessed. Have a great day. Bye.